As you have already seen in the title, this is going to be episode 1 of Confessions of a Formerly Enhanced Bodybuilder. I've been on drugs for 3 years out of my life, from 2021 to 2024. I stopped taking any type of PEDs in 2024, and I'm currently waiting on the period of 3 clean years in order to compete in NPC Naturals next summer, hopefully. Why did I start PEDs? I started competing in 2018 actually. I did two bikini shows. The first one was in 2018. After that, I did one in 2021. And then actually found out that my structure wouldn't fit bikini. Whatever I did, it didn't matter. Cardio, low food, my legs were never gonna match the structure that bikini competitors have. This is why me and the coach that I was working with back then decided to switch to wellness. When we decided to do that in 2022, he put me on drugs immediately. I'm from Bulgaria. Here, coaches do that. We don't really take the time to build what we can naturally. And it's something that right now I'm against. And I've been talking openly about the fact that you don't need to rush into PEDs, especially if you don't know whether bodybuilding is going to be a career for you or not, whether you want to try one show or actually dedicate your life to it. Because bodybuilding is what it is. You need to live the lifestyle in order to be competitive. And back then in 2022, I realized that I didn't really know what I was getting myself into, which is completely my fault. I'm never gonna be the victim of saying, oh my God, they gave me that and that. It's true, we never had the conversation of what type of side effects I could have, but it was my responsibility to check the substances that I was taking. And 2022, I did two shows. After that, 2023 was a harder season for me. I kept on using drugs. Um, I did look better, of course. My genetics definitely fit the wellness criteria. And of course, when you're taking PEDs, you're taking fat burners, you're taking anti estrogens, know that your physique keeps looking insane all the time. Of course, I developed side effects. My voice was much deeper. I also had a lot of hair growth. Of course, my hormones were all messed up. I had around almost a year without a period, which for a woman is very, very destructive for your reproductive system. And 2023, because I was under the impression I need to chase the pro card, which right now I understand it's completely out of any reason. You need to build the lifestyle, to be patient with it, to be consistent, and then the pro card is gonna come by itself. You don't need to chase that. If you chase it, it's gonna run a lot faster than if you actually dedicate your life to the lifestyle that you want. Because if you don't want it, why are you bodybuilding? And in 2023, when I did the two shows, I actually took the decision to carry on the prep, and we lasted, I think, almost 50 weeks without stopping PDs and 8 months without stopping letrozole, the anti-estrogen. And I ended up competing in Arnold Amateur in the beginning of 2024 because it was the first pro qualifier. And after that, ending in second place, I decided I want to keep going. I did two more shows and ended up my last pro qualifier for 2024 was the Olympia Amateur in Spain, Alicante, Spain. And I don't know the place I ended up in. I think It was definitely out of top 10 in my height. It was a very competitive show, but my physique, actually, my opinion is that my physique regressed with time after the Arnold amateur because as a female you need to take time off and you need to fix your hormones. If you don't do that, whatever you take, whatever PEDs, doesn't matter how much cardio, how low your food is gonna get, or whatever it happens, your physique is gonna start regressing. At least that's my experience. And after Olympia Amateur in May of 2024, I decided to stop the season because it was too late. You know, I needed to fix my health. I needed to get my emotions back because when you're on PDs, it kind of like you don't feel that good, but we're gonna talk about that in the next episodes. And when I stopped, I actually understood that PDs are not something that I want to carry on with. And that's how we are here right now. Last year in 2025, I did a season naturally. It was a natural prep with my current coach. I work with Boss of Outlaw. If you're in the world of bodybuilding, for sure you've heard of him. Stefan Kinzel. He's Austrian. I'm not sure if I pronounced the family name right, which I apologize for if it's not, but we've been working since October of 2024, and I'm extremely happy with the work that we've done because I've increased food, I've learned how to train, my glutes actually came around because I was with a very big disproportion between my quads and my glutes. And 2025 uh, we did a prep. We did a regional show here in my country, and then again Alicante, Spain. We did Big Man Weekend. I then ended up in fifth place. My condition was not that crisp, of course. I did it naturally, and we were. I think that since we started in October until December 2025, I did like 15 kilos down. So the transformation, my body was kind of like getting into it and trying to lose the fat all the time, which of course you cannot look that fresh on stage, especially if you're doing it naturally. But it doesn't matter. I kept the physique after it. I didn't regress when it comes to body fat percentage, after that, strength and all that. So we decided to keep 2026 without competing and go back on stage in 2027 and do NPC Naturals because according to their rules, you need to be 3 years without the use of any PDs. It doesn't matter if we're talking about clenbuterol, if we're talking about any type of fat burners, any type of peptides, the thing that is like rushing everywhere right now. GH, it doesn't matter what. It's not only about androgens. You need to be as natural as they come, only creatine. So, yeah, it's been 2 years and a couple of months since May of 2024. So, next summer is going to be the first season that I'm going to try out to compete in the natural section of the NPC. And hopefully, we can opt for a pro card there and continue the way of doing it like natural preps. Again, I'm saying I'm never gonna say that I'm natural because I've taken drugs. I'm not a lifetime natural. I'm just saying that the process that we are undergoing right now is natural because I'm not taking anything. But yeah, I think it's gonna be interesting to film what I've been through, what I'm going through, and then in the future what I'm going to challenge myself with. This is why I'm in front of this camera right now. And then I don't have very long term goals because I've actually found out for myself I don't need to make plans all the time and I need to let life happen. Whatever it takes me, that's where I need to be. So right now, that's the plan. If because everybody's asking me when I say the story if I'm gonna take drugs again. I don't know. Like, my priority in my personal life right now is to stay healthy and to probably have kids. And then, if my career is at a higher level and it makes sense to take drugs, I I wouldn't be against it, because like I'm against taking PDs if you don't know what to expect. If you know the risks and you're doing it at a high level, go for it. Good for you, you know? So if it makes sense in the future, for sure, but in the next few years, I intend to stay natural and see what my body can do, because right now I look better than when I was taking PEDs and I was doing 2 hours of cardio and all that. So, yeah, we're gonna talk all about that. If you have any questions, you can leave it in the comments, and I'll see you in the next episode.